Welcome into Crime Time Buzz. I'm Jay, and this is the case of Sebastian Rogers. It had to be said. Sebastian took a flashlight and Sebastian walked away on his own. Two details that were introduced day one into the narrative and have never changed or been omitted like other details in the case. Why? Well, I've got it, friends. I figured out one piece and two more fell into place. Sebastian did not take a flashlight. He did not walk away, in my opinion. And I've been thinking all along, there's very specific and odd things that stand out in this case. And I keep wondering why. Two of which are Sebastian taking only a flashlight and Sebastian walking away on his own. And I will tell you why they had to be said. A flashlight, but nothing else. Never sat right. Only a flashlight, knowing he knew he was going to be walking outside at night, but yet takes no shoes. Why a flashlight? Why did he have the forethought to take a flashlight but not illuminate it for a 5 mile radius while walking in the dark to be spotted on that camera, the little light? Makes no sense. Why was it said? Why was it important to be said? And now I know. It's coming, friends. Sebastian walked away on his own. Never made sense. No shoes, took nothing else. And very, very important, Katie Proudfoot and Seth Rogers both said Sebastian knew the way to Seth's house, his dad's. Well, when he was noticed gone, immediately the father was not called to see if he had walked there, right? To his dad, who he knows the route. Nope. Didn't call him first, didn't check. In my opinion, because it was known he wasn't walking. It wasn't important to call the most obvious place he would walk to. Wasn't even bothered with. Why was it said? Why was it important? Well, I now know why. And remember, these are my thoughts, opinions, please, and theories. And I'd love to have you weigh in with your comments after the video. Like and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel. We've been informed by neighbor Bobby there were indeed flashlights caught on camera moving in between the yards. And that is exactly why it had to be said Sebastian had a flashlight. Because just in case the suspect's flashlights were seen outside that night between the houses around 3 a.m., there had to be an explanation, a cover. That is how the plan developed into saying Sebastian took his flashlight. That way, if they were caught on footage, those flashlights in the back, it could be said it was Sebastian leaving with the flashlight that he took with him. It was known the person could not be identified in the dark of night, right? We know this. It was a cover. Remember the darkness? Whoever took the trash out, the camera could not detect the person, just the light. This was known. And it introduced also his flashlight into the events of that night. It had to be said. And this is also why this is one of the details that never changed. And it's one important piece of the puzzle that leads right to the next. Why it was said Sebastian walked away on his own. And this explains why the narrative from moment one has been Sebastian walked away on his own. No other narratives. It had to be he walked away. Why? I'll tell you why. In case the footage was caught of lights and the activity in the back and in between the houses. That's why he took his flashlight. And in case activity moving around between the houses was seen or captured, it could be said that must have been Sebastian walking there with his flashlight when he left on his own, right? Sebastian needed to be able to be placed with the flashlight walking away in between those houses. It had to be said. And this is also why this is one of the details that have never changed. He took a flashlight, he walked away on his own. And it's another important piece of the puzzle that leads right to the next piece, the waiting car hiding in the shadows at 3 a.m. Okay, it had to be said he walked away with a flashlight just in case that waiting car was spotted or caught on camera, or a flashlight seen approaching. It could be said Sebastian must have been meeting up and had someone waiting for him when he walked away. A cover, because it could be said the car was waiting for Sebastian, just in case it was needed. It had to be said. He walked away and had a flashlight to cover up that night's 3 a.m. activity. Sebastian took his flashlight, Sebastian walked away, and the cover up was the car waiting for him. All of it fits, it all connects. A way to cover up the car waiting, and the flashlights and movement all explained. Boom. One piece works, two more fall into place like dominoes. It had to be said, friends. It had to be said. The flashlight, the walk away, and a cover up for the waiting car. It all makes sense. It all connects. You tell me what you think. It had to be said. If you see anything or know anything about the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, we are speaking of, please call 1 800 TBI Fine. Sebastian is 15 from Hendersonville, Tennessee, autistic, brown hair, brown eyes, and wears glasses. Talk soon, friends.